Hello everyone, I'm the EFC and this is Blue Lines TV. Welcome to the 5 talking points of our 3-2 win over Arsenal yesterday, you guys. An incredibly entertaining game. But before I get straight into things, you know what the deal is. Smash that like button. You guys have been doing bits when it comes to smashing that like button. Help me get more than 1,000 likes and press the bell notification button as well, because I've got a lot of important videos coming out for next week and you can't afford to miss out on them. You guys, I'm really excited by a certain player's performance from yesterday, and I just need to lead and start with the first point, and that is KOVACIC over Ross Barkley. Now you guys, I know that a lot of people on this channel think that I hate Ross Barkley. I don't think that's the case. I think if I was insulting the guy, just making a lot of illogical points about him, then yeah, your points about me hating a player make sense. You guys, personally, I don't ever hate any player because I'm not 5 years old. I don't really get emotionally attached that much. I'm only going to critique what I see with my own 2 eyes. And with Ross Barkley, you guys, this is why Kovacic's debut yesterday was important, because you could see that contrast in ability. Now, a lot of times when I'm making points about how we should value end products over application, again, we saw with Kovacic, you can get both. Now, with Ross Barkley, yeah, when it comes to running and doing the hard work, he can do that. But when it came to anything decisive, for example, being in the final third, constantly losing possession, when he gets pressing from different angles, he isn't able to sustain possession or sustain the ball, and he panics. And with a lot of his passes as well, it was very safe. It was very sideways. It was very pedestrian. And Ross Barkley, again, the biggest thing that I'm very critical of is that spatial awareness. How many times throughout pre-season already have we seen him losing the ball in our own half? He isn't improving on that. Now, that pass he made for Willian was the wrong thing to do. You guys, you see his reaction afterwards. He looks up in the sky. He looks down. He knows immediately that he was the one that messed up then, because he put a teammate under pressure with a poor pass and a lot of time and space to turn with it and release it quickly. When it comes to playing up from the back, you guys, we're playing sorry ball football. It's about speed playing out from the back. You can't afford to get closed down and pressing, because once you do that, you leave yourself exposed. Because remember, our fullbacks are supposed to support the midfield players and push up. Once you lose the ball, you're basically giving away a free counter-attack. And unfortunately, that was what Ross Barkley did do. Now, with Kovacic coming on, immediately there was this passage of play where he was just sustaining possession, and look at what he does with the ball, you guys. He knows what to do with the ball before he receives it, and this is why he's so quick. You guys, when you play for the top clubs like Chelsea, players should be able to do one-touch control, second-touch pass. You need to know what to do with the ball before you do receive it. I'm not going to let our standards slip. Ross Barkley is a decent player. I'm not saying he's bad, but to play in a number 8 position for Chelsea, you need to be better. You have a lot of responsibility when it comes to doing that as well. It's not me hating on Ross Barkley, you guys. When it comes to analysing football, I'm like a robot. I literally leave all emotion to the side and I'm just analysing what I see in front of me. And Kovacic is just that upgrade, as I kept stressing all the time, seeing him link up with Hazard, the back heels, the flicks, passing together. They have that natural understanding of each other's game. It brought back memories of when Hazard was playing alongside Juan Mata, the incredible link-up play between those two. We finally got that back with Kovacic. You guys, it's essential. This guy, he keeps the ball in the final third, which is key. When you're looking to break teams down, you want your most creative midfield player to not be the one losing possession or making poor passes. And the beautiful thing with Kovacic as well is that it gives Eden Hazard more freedom, because now he was able to have that freedom to run on the right, run on the left, cut a man, beat a man. Kovacic was creating that space for Hazard a lot more. And that partnership they're going to have throughout the season is going to be spoken about a lot more. A lot of people are going to notice it. It's going to be vitally important in terms of whatever we achieve at the end of the season. And I got to say, with Kovacic's debut, it was one of the most impressive debuts I've seen from a Chelsea player for a very long time. So again, fantastic business in the end to bring in a top quality player like this. And if you're Ross Barkley, you have to step up now. You've got real competition. Moving on to the second talking point, and that's about that man, Eden Hazard, you guys. The second game now where he's helped elevate the team's performance. Now, when it was 2-2, I think everyone was just waiting until the 60th minute for the introduction of Eden Hazard. The guy just transforms the whole team. For God's sake, he is by far the best player in the league. I don't care what anyone says. I'm always raving about his ability to improve the team. And I think that's what the genuine top world-class players do. They improve how the team plays and they improve the players around them. And the beautiful thing with Hazard playing under Sarri is that sense of freedom he does have. Now, you guys, I kept stressing this point every single time. Never ever forget this. When Insigne was playing at Napoli, he clocked 1,000 more passes last season compared to what Eden Hazard had last season under Conte. 1,000 more passes, you guys. 1,000. Now, imagine what this guy can do, as I keep stressing, where he's playing with the ball predominantly in the opponent's half. Imagine that. And we're already seeing the effects. But you guys, I'm actually going to be a bit different with my analysis on Eden Hazard in that game. Yes, we all know he transformed the game. But the point I want to raise is what happened right at the end before the whistle did blow. Now, it's a counter-attack with him and Olivier Giroud and one Arsenal defender. You're thinking, this is it. It's going to be 4-2. We're about to make this an emphatic victory. Now, Eden Hazard, he puts the Arsenal defender off balance. He has the ball on his right foot. You're thinking this guy's going to be hitting it for the bottom right corner. He's going to make it 4-2. But what did Hazard do? What does he typically always do? He did the safe option and he played it to Olivier Giroud. And of course, Giroud wasn't able to connect with the shot properly. Cech saved it. And we didn't have the chance to make it 4-2. And I'm sorry, it's not good enough from Hazard. He knows this. It's been one part of this game where if there's one thing that he does need to improve on, it is that ruthlessness in a sense. Now, if there's one manager that can help to change things, that is going to be Sarri. Sarri already has very ambitious plans for Eden Hazard. He's been talking about the fact that he wants Eden Hazard to be seen as the best player in the world. And if Hazard wants to do that, he needs to start taking personal responsibility. He needs to start being more selfish. Do I think that it's impossible for Hazard to get this out of his system? I don't think so personally. I think he can. And the reason why I say this is that it's the first time since he's come to Chelsea where he's going to be playing under an attacking, progressive manager. So let's hope that we see an improvement in this aspect throughout the season. You guys, I'm still keeping my faith when it comes to that. And I'm sure he can add this to his game. You guys, moving on to the third talking point. And that's in regards to Alvaro Morata. Now, are we going to see the start of a new Alvaro Morata? Well, in yesterday's game, the massive positive was the fact that the guy scored a goal and it was from open play. It wasn't from any headers this time. So that is a positive. Again, the way in which he scored that goal was in a way kind of Fernando Torres-esque in the sense that he used this incredible pace to get in behind the defence. And it was a nice finish one-on-one against Petr Cech. Now, he has that in his arsenal. If there's one positive, that's the fact that there's going to be a lot more chances created like this, where hopefully Morata can profit from these situations. With Morata under Conte, the guy didn't really get too many opportunities per game, but under Sarri, it's going to come. He's going to get way more opportunities, and it's going to come down to him being clinical enough. But again, you guys, for every 2 good steps he does, there's always one negative back step, and that's the fact that when it came to help relieve pressure from his teammates, when it came to dropping deeper to link up the play, it just wasn't there. Too often getting brushed over, too often getting out-muscled and losing possession. It's not every time he's going to have that chance to just make those runs and not be involved in the build-up play. Certain times, certain moments within the context of the game, he's going to have to take responsibility. And it was still quite disappointing in that aspect to see that Morata just wasn't able to do that. Now, again, let's hope that the goal is going to give him that confidence to step up and feel more confident in front of goal. That's all we can rely upon. You guys, I'm always saying that strikers don't have to be the most technical players. But I think at this level, when you play for a big club like Chelsea, you have to be of that minimum ability. But again, let's hope that Morata does continue this form, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do throughout the season. The next talking point is in regards to Marcos Alonso. Now, you guys, when it came to this performance yesterday, I must say it was one of the best attacking performances I have seen from Marcos Alonso. Now, a lot of people think that just because he scored goals last year under Conte, that means that he was great offensively. No, he wasn't. When it came to his build-up play in the final third, and just his abilities in the final third, it was never really there. He wasn't really providing much of anything. When, yesterday against Arsenal, I was seeing Alonso making those overlapping runs down the left-hand side. He was getting involved in the build-up play a lot more. He was much quicker. He understood when to obviously attack the spaces and drive to the byline. And it was a very good performance offensively. And that was great to see. And in a way, It was good that he did get that goal in the end, a classic Marcos Alonso goal where he did make that infield run in the opposition's goal. And in that sense, it was actually quite good to see, because that's always been my major criticism with Marcos Alonso. His build-up play in the final third, what he does offensively, it just wasn't really there. And it's looking that, again, working under Sarri telling the team what he expects from them. It looks like he's really caught onto things quickly. And it's going to be interesting to see how Alonso does develop under Sarri. Now, you guys, as I've been saying in so many previous videos, I've told you that I'm willing to give all the players a second chance, because in a way, playing such a different alien football to what they've been playing under before, we do have to give them that benefit of the doubt. And let's see if Marcos Alonso can continue this form. And I'm thinking that there's a possibility that he can. But of course, let's come down to the defensive side. I'm not going to be too critical on him. And the reason why I'm saying this, and this links in nicely with my last talking point, us defending those cutback passes and just the work in progress with the system. You guys, amazing positives yesterday. We were finally creating chances in the final third. The pressing was incredible. Arsenal were suffering a lot. We were keeping possession against them, and it was very quick possession. Possession moving from left to right, back to the middle. We were playing out from the back so beautifully on top of that as well. Players were so comfortable, easily being in the opposition press, which was amazing to see. But again, it came down in the manner in which we defend off the ball, and that's going to take the team some time. And this is why I'm stating that we're still a work in progress in that sense, because we have to be proficient in every aspect of Sarri ball. And again, of course, our fullbacks were going to struggle naturally. They don't necessarily have that pace in a sense, but it comes down to our wingers needing to drop deeper to help support them. That's what guys like Insigne did and Callejon did for Napoli. It's going to take our players some time to get used to that, get used to the positions they need to pick up to help the fullbacks up, because you can see, you guys, if they're not supported, if our fullbacks are left isolated, it actually causes a lot of problems for the whole defensive structure of the team. This is what I'm stressing. It wasn't down to individual mistakes. It came down to the team collective not necessarily understanding what they need to do, you guys. It's positions. If one player isn't in a certain position and there's a gap available, what does that mean? That means that one of our players needs to close that gap down, thus creating another gap somewhere else on the pitch. This is why positioning when you're defending off the ball is key, and it's crucial, because then you're not leaving anyone exposed to any 2v1 possibilities. And that's what we kept seeing with guys like Azpilicueta and with Marcos Alonso. But you guys, this is an aspect of our game I see us getting better at. I think we're definitely going to improve in this area. And I think there's just so many positives that came from this game. But you guys, that's going to end today's 5 talking points video. You guys, if you don't agree with my 5 talking points, let me know in the comment section below what really stood out for you in this game in particular. You guys, make sure you let me know. I'm going to bounce. Thank you for watching. I'm NiniFC. This is Blue Line CV. Signing out.